Hey guys, welcome to All Time Gaming. I'm Chris.
And I'm Alex.
And Jonesy, I got a message from Jamie the other day saying that he's going down to Paula's Peach Pit.
Sounds vaguely sexual.
Anyway, with the release of Call of Duty 4 Remaster, it got us thinking about other classics we'd love to see remade. All shiny and new and HD and HDR-ishness.
Looking pretty.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about completely remaking the game from the ground up. Not just an up-res or frame rate bump, and not just a fondle under the hood so it'll run on next-gen consoles. But we've ruled out games that have spiritual successors such as Spider-Man 2, as well as modded overhauls such as Morrowind in Skyrim. Yes, these are the games from yesteryear that we want to see remade now, preferably as soon as possible. Hopefully, they're already making them, Chris. Hopefully, they're ready to release them. It's just a big secret, and we don't know.
Alright, let's kick this off. Often considered the runt of Rockstar's litter, Bully has faded into the background as bigger brothers GTA and more recently Red Dead Redemption have gotten all the attention. Yeah, alright, Jonesy, I mean, yes, the characters had all the subtlety of a sledgehammer to the dingleberries, and escort missions are still fucking annoying to pretty much everyone.
The thing with escort missions that is annoying is when you go to a guy and you're kind of like, hey, I'm part of this awesome story inside this crazy game. What do I have to do to sort of progress? And they go, oh, can you just take this little guy over here? No! Do it yourself, you prick.
But the plot and majority of the gameplay, well, it was pretty fun. Remember that thing? You know, not just like walking simulators.
I don't remember it anymore. I've had to replay Shadow of Mordor so I can get all my unlocks again, and I'm not having fun.
No. Not only that, but it pissed off a lot of TV pundits who just love to get angry at that sort of thing.
Oh my god, this game promotes bullying. Is that what they said, probably?
Alright, so for those who don't know, what exactly is Bully all about? We follow teenage Burns victim Jimmy Hopkins as he attempts to bring peace to Bulworth Academy the only way he knows how. And that is by establishing himself as a harsh dictator. His actions catch the attention of antagonist Gary, who orchestrates a series of increasingly elaborate and borderline impossible feats for a teenager to mastermind, all in order to defeat good old Jimmy. Jimmy as well. Gary and Jimmy. But what made Bully stand out was the fact that it was a good old-fashioned GTA gang takeover story, but with a veneer of character that was different to the usual chaos of GTA. So things to change for the remaster though? Well, better graphics are a must, obviously. For example, what on earth is this fucking thing? Plus all the male characters pout like they're auditioning for the world's dimmest model.
Trout mouth.
Exactly. You could legitimately replace static with everything that comes out of their mouths whenever they speak. And it would match their dumb, stupid fucking faces.
I'm gonna say though, that would be fucking freaky if every time someone opened their mouth they just heard white noise.
I think we've just stumbled on ATG's next horror game release.
Yes.
Silent Slendermouth Static Man.
Silent Slendermouth Static Man, presented by Lance Armstrong.
And aside from that, just cut out the fucking escort missions! And, you know, a remaster would surely be a fucking hit.
I think it would. Okay, Chris, let me take you back to 2003, okay?
Okay, yeah.
A fresh-faced me has just started university.
Shit.
You've got lectures, you're trying to meet new people, you're spending too much time in your room, you're being all angsty and teenage, and what do you need to help you get through those tough times?
Porn.
Well, yeah, porn, sure. But, Chris, something even better than porn came out.
Pizza.
Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Oh, shit. Yes, that was awesome.
Problem solved, Chris. Play Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. The end. Jedi Academy was one of those games that you could sink literally hours and hours of play into. It was an awesome game, wasn't it, Chris?
It was fucking good. And you know what? EA just needs to stop fucking making Battlefronts and just make another fucking Jedi Academy.
For instance, the lightsaber battles, which to this day remain some of the best examples of swordplay in video games, would look incredible with updated graphics. Add in a bit of dismemberment, which was sorely lacking in the original, and we can reclaim some of the Star Wars magic that was missing from Battlefront.
You know what, Alex Jones? I think I just jizzed.
Just in your pants.
The idea of it is just so
exciting.
It fucking makes me hard, man.
Well, I'm not finished, Chris. Not only that, but the choice of which missions to take and which powers to advance meant that the gameplay can be tailored to suit each gamer. Personally, I enjoyed possessing people and getting them to attack their friends, because there's nothing I like more than pretending to see the betrayal and sadness in the eyes of people as the last thing that they see before their lifelong friend or lover cut them down.
It's a bit dark.
It is a little bit dark.
It's a bit dark from you, Alex Jones.
You'd expect it from Jamie, maybe.
Definitely.
It's a morality choice that has an effect beyond simply going for mawkishly good or pantomime villainy, which is overlooked by many modern games.
Jonesy, lightsabers with today's graphics. You got your 7.1 surround sound headset on. I want it so badly.
You could switch it up as well. Would you want one lightsaber? Did you want two lightsabers? Do you want a double-ended one? Of course, everyone wants a double-ended one. Change the colors, change the character. RPG the shit out of a Star Wars universe game where you can upgrade and be awesome.
We need it!
We need it!
We need it.
Give it to us. But what about you guys? Let us know your favourite moments from Jedi Academy down below and tell us what you're looking forward to doing again in a super remastered version.
Right, so after a long day of school or work or whatever you do to occupy your time in the early 2000s, this was one of the best sounds you could hear. However, this was even better when the following sound was this. Yes, Time Splitters may have kicked the series off, but it was the second installment that improved and defined the series in almost every single way. So popular was it that the inclusion of the first 2 levels as an Easter egg in Homefront the Revolution was arguably the best part of that game.
Yes, argue one. I agree.
The single player was good, yes, absolutely, but for me and for many others, the multiplayer was what turned the game into an instant classic. 4-player split screen, the base 4 gameplay modes were fast-paced and frantic fun that did not outstay its welcome.
It was just friggin' awesome.
And I mean, there's a trend now to get away from split screen. Why? Our TVs are getting bigger, our consoles are getting more powerful.
Think how big the quarter of the screen on like a 52-inch TV is.
Hell yeah!
We used to play split screen on those little tiny shitty screens. You had to sit real close
Exactly.
to see what was going on.
Jonesy, if you have a 4K TV, a quarter of that is full HD.
Ooh, you could play some amazing Time Splitters too on that.
Hell yeah. Then, of course, there was the comedy aspect. Dinosaurs, Elvis, gangsters, robots, and that motherfucking monkey were all playable characters. Obviously, there were flaws with the game, yes. The aiming system was reminiscent of GoldenEye 64. Let's face it, that was never really that great to begin with. And the 10 levels can be described as a little bit on the short side, you know, but hey, that's nothing that can't be improved on, right?
What we're really saying is take the awesomeness that was Time Splitters 2, do all the cool things they do to games nowadays,
Yeah.
improved aiming that we've got now, improved controllers, and then let us go to town on each other on some multiplayer.
Let's go fucking monkey tits with it.
Hell yeah.
So it's a remaster that would favor both the gamers and the bank balance of whichever publisher picks it up. Just fucking do it already!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it!
Just do it! It's the 14-year-old strategy granddaddy that gave birth to World of Warcraft and was instrumental in bringing Dota to the world.
Oh,
yes, the
yes.
one and all Dota that our very own Chris is in love with.
I do love me some dotes.
All of which is almost as impressive as actually being a 14-year-old grandfather.
And yeah, it's quite impressive.
That would take some real doing, wouldn't it? Aside from the graphics, there's not much that actually needs changing in this game. The story is still pretty solid. It's got great characters like Sylvanas Windrunner, and the whole Prince Arthur's Lich King storyline is like Game of Thrones on fucking bath salts. The ultimate good guy becoming the undead king of those scourge douchebags and stomping out his own dad in the throne room. Great stuff.
It's pretty savage, but yeah, it's entertaining nonetheless.
The stuff that keeps us coming back, Chris. It's the stories that we need. I mean, I'd probably give Tyrande Whispertits, or whatever her name was, a bit of a boost because the Night Elves were a bit boring and shit, but apart from that, this is good to go.
Put it in the oven, Alex Jones.
Let's cook it up.
This turkey is basted.
It's not like it's impossible either. I mean, it took Blizzard 12 years to get round to making a StarCraft sequel.
It's about time.
Now that the StarCraft 2 trilogy has wrapped up, I guess their RTS teams need something more than multiplayer balance patches to keep them busy. And of course, there are rumours that maybe we'll get a Warcraft 4. So what better way to moisten us up than a remaster of Warcraft 3, Chris?
And that makes sense to me.
I mean, surely it'll just print money if they ever decide to do it. And that's what they want, money. Come on, you want money?
Yeah.
Do the remaster.
We have money. Take our money.
Take our money.
Shut up and take my money.
Also, just imagine those iconic cutscenes in glorious 4K HDR goodness.
Moving on, and very few games side against humanity. And if you do, it's usually because you're being oppressed by the hairless apes, and fighting for freedom is a great and noble task. In 2005, Pandemic firmly nailed their colors to the mast with their title, Destroy All Humans, in which you play as an alien whose main aim is to...
Funnily enough, Chris,
Destroy all humans! But why destroy humans?
Because they're shitbags, Chris, and they deserve to be sucked up by a transporter beam and killed.
Anally probed first.
Anally probed, then killed, thrown into space and exploded.
That, but also apparently they want our precious, precious brain stems and don't really care about the fact that we're attached to them already as an alien, I'm saying. So, you know, that's fun. So cue several hours of cartoony 50s parody where alternate America gets screwed so hard, so raw, that Plan B is no longer enough. So that brings us to the potential remaster, right? The remake. Well, in among the parade of ultra-serious grey-brown shooters, we need a comic, anti-social piss take of wholesome Americana. Come on, guys. Instead of slapping your hand over your heart and gurning grimly into the middle distance while a single tear rolls down your cheek, Destroy All Humans has you don a silver onesie, strap on a death laser, and go absolutely fucking mental.
And it's It's bloody brilliant.
It's a perfect catharsis for when you've just had enough of feeling miserable when playing games. What we were saying earlier, right? Like, do you remember having fun in games? You know, because war may not change, but fighting with fucking lasers is always fun. And seriously, sometimes humanity can go fuck itself.
Yes, Chris, fun is important, but also learning is important.
Oh, okay.
And if there's one thing that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare can teach us, it's that it doesn't matter how great you are, every series will fall eventually.
Well, Jonesy, mark my words, Infinite Warfare is going to be the spiritual successor to Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh, this is some damning, damning sort of... I don't know what I was going to put in there.
Damning something.
Yes, today, Battlefield 1 has taken the top spot away from Call of Duty, who had taken it away from Medal of Honor, which is a shame because Medal of Honor Allied Assault was and still is considered one of the best games ever made, and the franchise came to a sad end when they tried to out-COD COD.
And they really shouldn't. They should have just stuck to their own kind of thing. I mean, Allied Assault, man, that was so good.
It was such a great game.
Easily my favorite World War II shooter.
Absolutely. The first level alone, set on Omaha Beach, was so iconic for the time that it's still held up today as having great pacing and level design. Taking cues from Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers, the game was released the year before the first Call of Duty by the very same designers who would later create Infinity Ward. So why does Allied Assault deserve a remaster?
Why don't you tell us, Alex Jones?
I will tell you. Imagine how incredible the opening level would be with updated graphics and gameplay.
Man.
Imagine that beach with an amazing draw distance, no pop-in, and some lovely fresh textures, Chris.
I've got a better one for you. Imagine that in VR. It would make sense, right? Because if you're in that transport ship, they couldn't move, right? Because they're packed like sardines.
I'm getting tingles just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Scary.
You could just look around and then bullets whizzing by your head.
Mines and people blowing up over your head.
Yeah, limbs flying. Actually, maybe that's not such a great idea. People would just get PTSD.
Oh, you probably could. For once, you could really get PTSD from computers. Not like SJWs
God.
say they get PTSD from computers. Also, if responsibility was handed to Respawn Entertainment with original designers Zampella and West at the helm, imagine what they could accomplish. It could be a remaster with up-to-date gameplay and a story as deep as the ocean, Chris.
That's pretty deep.
Call of Duty levels of character development together with fast-paced action, a perfect blend for those who love classic COD but hate what it has become.
I get it. Right, so that was our list of the 6 classic games that we want remade for our consoles and PCs. Do you agree with our list? We have many, many more titles that we'd love to see remastered. So once you add yours down below, let us know. Come on.
And if you like this video and it's got you feeling all warm and fuzzy inside thinking about all those lovely remasters, why not flip it and make yourself a little bit afraid, Chris, by checking out the 6 scariest games ever made. It's on screen right now.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Just go straight into the action, man. Action man. He's so
that's the
full of action.
That feels a bit weird, that one.